What is up, everybody? It's Nikko from the EHG community coming back to you with some 2064 read-only memories. We're gonna continue on from where we're at. It's been a while since we played this. It's our standard point-and-click game with a little bit of mystery here, but with that, we ended up as I said, we ended up doing things like going into different walkthroughs. But as I said in my tweet, I actually am gonna be focusing on this walkthrough as well. So it's gonna be very important that we get this walkthrough done. Last time we were talking to someone about a little bit of information that we needed, and now in order to get the information, we need them to get us a drink. So let's go ahead and talk to Majid about the drink, because apparently Majid also has done shady things in the past. So let's see what we can talk to him about.
Hey friends, what can we get for you?
We were hoping.
Look, it's Caillou.
Information.
Hi, buddy.
Sure, but first,
It's Turing. I know it's Turing.
What'll it be?
Doggies and cream. Ugh. Gut punch, canopy, rusted lance. Nope. Blue boy, court appeal. Blue fairy. Blue fairy sounds like a weed strand. These don't look appealing. These never look anything appealing. Yeah, Scotch drop and roll. That's cute. Nope. Winter teeny. Sour apple tea. I love an apple teeny. A green apple teeny. I love that.
Coming right up. I'll ask Gus if I don't know what it is. He's better with the weird kind of stuff people ask for these days. Some of these cocktails make me need a spa day.
Oh yeah, he wanted to go ahead and give out the information, but he goes to Gus, who's the guy with the orange hair.
This one is
1.5 parts vodka, 1 ounce sour apple schnapps, and a splash of watermelon liquor, and a squirt of lemon juice. Why does that sound good? I might have to try this. Apple schnapps. What the hell is schnapps? I don't even know what apple schnapps is. I wish to know. Distinct sour taste. You may have seen Charlie from Star in the Stratosphere drinking this on his show.
Does that sound good?
We'll take it.
Here you go. So, what did you need help with?
Alright, tell us everything we need to know.
We've run into a roadblock in our search for Hayden.
Yeah.
Word on the street is that he's gone missing, which I'm sure you already know. What can I do?
Alright, so if you guys need to catch up, probably go on the other episodes that I did, but we found out that Hayden is actually dead. So he's not. So Turing, who is Hayden's creation, is not telling people that he's dead.
Yes. An informant of ours needs secure transportation out of the city.
All right.
But we don't have any contacts who would be able to get us an untraceable car. Jess mentioned that you used to engage in certain extra-legal activities.
Okay.
Perhaps you could point us towards someone who could help?
he doesn't do that kind of stuff anymore.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, friends. I left that life behind a long time ago. Don't really keep in touch with that crew anymore.
Oh, so that sucks.
Of course. Completely understandable. Sorry to bother you then.
Well, no harm in asking, right?
Man, you just
My
need to know.
reputation precedes me.
Don't let it go to your head.
Oh,
Gus, I need to go to the back and gather up stuff to restock for the rush later on. Mind manning the bar for me?
you know what? I would love to go ahead and go to this bar. This looks like a party. I would definitely do that.
Take your time. I think I can keep things under control.
Alright.
Thanks. Love you, hun.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, they're a couple. Alright, no problem. I thought they were just working together. I completely forgot they were a couple. It's like, as I said, it's been a major while since I played. So, to know things about, like, you know, what's going on here, kind of a blur. So, in order to keep up, I kind of looked at my old episodes. But, yeah, now I remember there were a couple here.
Well, that leaves us at a dead end.
Yep.
Any ideas on how we should proceed?
Let me see.
Some nose-to-the-ground journalist techniques for finding leads?
Maybe there's another way to say. We could just give Vincent what we got and twist his arm for the rest. You can ask Tomcat for him?
No. Tomcat has already stuck their neck out for us too often.
That is true.
I feel a little bad about how much we've relied on them as it is. And besides, this is a considerably more felonious action. Morally, we should be dirtying our own hands.
Yeah, but in fairness, Tomcat is not... She's not known for not doing felonious activities. Well, no, she is known for that. There are certain things that she did and that happened. So, I guess that's one crazy thing about it. Maybe we could find an old manual driving car. Let's stuff Vince in the trunk and make it look like a kidnapping. What about going to Jess's friend directly?
That might be our only option.
That could be an only
Last
option.
time we had to have Jess vouch for us so we wouldn't get sold for parts. Well, I'd get sold for parts. I don't know about you.
Yeah, you would.
Can you even use
Especially they would use that head as a basketball.
Regardless, we might have to
Frickin'
chance it.
Horrible
I
ass
hope you
freaking
can
basketball
ask
playing
around
kid.
without drawing too much attention to us.
Oh, come on. Okay, the two of you are killing me here.
Alright, what do you mean killing me here?
Look, don't tell Majid about this. But, here.
Carjacking device added to items.
What is this, Gus?
It's an automated vehicle maintenance scanner.
Oh, so you're
with a
doing
few
shady acts.
less than standard upgrades. When you circumvent its security codes, you can use it to scan a car's installed firmware and replace it with a new set that will spoof its presence on the city's network.
That's smart. Yeah, because the cars now can be tracked by the city's network. So the thing is, with that happening, now things like, oh, you know what? Now we can trace where they're at, or somebody is in a vehicle. They're trying to look for someone that is on the run. So it's actually pretty interesting that they did that. And I believe some cars now are ROMs, because ROMs are actually like a type of I believe Android race now, and they're trying to go ahead and see what they can do with ROMs. ROMs help with things like police, bartending, sometimes in the hospital, and much more.
That's the gist of it, but we don't have time to get into any specifics. You need to get the hell out of here with that before Majid gets back.
Yeah. Why the urgency?
Look, Majid has done a lot to turn his life around, to turn my life around.
Okay.
I really respect that about him, and it's part of why I fell in love with him.
Okay.
He did what I was never able to. That's how we met, you know? That old rough and tumble life we both led.
Wow.
But when Stardust struggled and needed money fast,
Stardust, yeah.
I had to get back in the game to keep us afloat for a few years. I told him it was all angel loans, donations from patrons, lots of things.
Oh, wow.
He'd be heartbroken if he found out I'm still in the game. I had to do whatever I could to keep our new life, even if only one of us is really living it.
Wow, you actually did that for him. I see you really love him. That's... Sometimes you have to do what you have to do.
I may as well give this thing to someone who wants to use it for good, too.
I can't tell you how much we appreciate this, Gus.
Very
We
helpful.
might finally be on our way to solving this mystery.
Yeah, well, you didn't get it from me, okay?
No
Just
problem.
get out of here and get on with your little Grand Theft Auto. And let me know how it goes. Okay?
No
Of
problem.
course.
Alright, let's go. Give our friend a drink here. We do have the apple teeny here. Let's give it to her.
Huh. Actually did it, huh?
Yeah, I did. Here's Sigma
Well,
Sour Apple
you
Teeny.
scored a point. But don't think I don't have enough cuties around who can handle that. You've got more important things to be doing. Get a move on.
Oh, let me talk with you. Let me see what Jeff
I
wants.
gave you what you wanted, right?
I have cuties to meet. Well, I'm not cute enough for you. Alright, fine. I guess that's.
Well, now I think we're
That's how it
cooking
is.
with gas, as the colloquialism goes.
Yep.
I'm searching the mesh for instructions on how to use this device as we speak. Let's go look for some likely candidates. I should be ready by then.
For some likely candidates. Let me see. Let's try this one.
Success! This vehicle has the appropriate firmware version. Someone has been neglecting their regularly scheduled updates. Give me a moment to get... There. There are some other options here I can... Ah, interesting.
Alright.
I can put in preset destination plans for a future date. Why don't we go ahead and set a plan for the car to return to this spot in a week? That's more than enough time for Mr. Mensa to get away.
Oh, okay.
Now we aren't really stealing the car. More like borrowing without asking.
That makes sense. Where are you, a kid? Let's just... I feel better already.
Me too. The car will drive itself to Golden Gate Park.
Golden
and we
Gate
can
Park
show
and
Mr.
show-
Mensa where it is when we meet him. There. Everything should be set up now.
Alright, coolness.
Mr. Mensa is waiting for us at Golden Gate Park. We have
Alright, coolness. So
everything
we got the
requested,
car
so we should
to help our informant get the hell away. So now we get to go over there. Actually, let's go to my apartment really quick. Let's take a look.
With you as an owner, it was doomed from the start.
Damn it. Anything else?
You can explore my functions later.
You borrowed companion. Let me see. I've been withdrawn anxious since the news of the alien's death. It's like trying to appear unfazed. Well, you know, create someone cool. Let's see if we can give him headset.
If you examine those headphones on the items menu of your
Alright, let's talk to him. Let's see what's up with
today
him.
is December 22nd. Just we can hug some more later too, if that's what you want to do.
Alright, no problem. Damn. Poor little plant. Alright, let's go.
Ready to head out?
Yep. Damn. Alright, so let's go into... My plant died, so fuck it. Let's speak to him.
Hey, did you manage to get everything?
He's okay.
We did. Here you go.
Remove the items, passport, and carjacking device.
Everything seems to be in order.
Yep. Hands research added
This
into
disk
items.
has all of Hayden's research notes, data collation algorithms, and probably lots on your creation, Turing. It should be everything myself and Melody agreed upon. Until she added an amendment while you were out. Frankly, it's no skin off my back.
Okay, what happened? Parallax badge added to items.
It's my Parallax employee badge. It
Alright.
should allow you access to their networks in case there's anything I've missed.
Okay,
You'll
with
wanna
that,
do
that's good.
sooner rather than later. I'm not wasting any time leaving, and Parallax is pretty fast to revoke security. There's no way Hayden's clearance still works.
Yeah, there has to be no way.
I'm
He's
going
dead.
to get the hell out of this country. The credit should tide me over until the heat dies down and I liquefy my shares through some relays.
All right. What about the big project you mentioned earlier?
Ah, I suppose I owe you that much. Buckle up. This could get heavy.
Okay. Let's hear about this big project.
Parallax is about to launch a new service they're calling Big Blue. At least,
Right.
that's the project name. Who knows what the marketing guys will come up with for the public.
You haven't named the project yet?
They're not even announcing the launch. This shit is dead quiet. Let me explain why. It's a distributed intelligence.
A distributed intelligence.
Like, okay, in every way that Hayden built Turing to be elegant, efficient,
Okay.
and human-like, Big Blue is ham-fisted, bloated, and sterile.
It's like in everywhere that Hayden built Turing to be elegant, the Big Blue is ham-fisted, bloated, and sterile.
They didn't pull Hayden into the project. He's smart, but he's immune to corporate
But
politics.
he's immune to corporate politics. Okay, so that's why. So anything of corporate politics is the reason why Hayden did not freaking work on this project. But why is it such a problem, though?
As a result, Big Blue is far less elegant than anything Hayden would make. It lacks his artistry, and it's downright terrifying.
Terrifying. Oh, okay. But why? I must know. Explain to me why.
It squats on the mesh like a spider and uses the spare processing power and memory from every ROM on the network to handle its intelligence processing.
Okay, so it squats on the mesh like a spider and uses the spare processing power and memory from every ROM on the network to handle its intelligence processing. So in the network, it's every ROM either in the world or probably in the country. So it can go ahead and find anything of like, you know, like any type of power from the ROMs or any type of memory from the ROMs.
It doesn't have much personality, but it's very smart.
Okay.
Big Blue is going to be embedded directly into the network and then self-modified to apply even more efficient algorithms as it develops them in machine time. Look, if you access every ROM, then you have access to every human and every bit of their own personal data associated with them.
Ooh, okay. Every ROM. Okay, so with every ROM, you have like any type of connection with them. Like there are ROMs that do like things like, as I said, like the medical and police area. Sometimes they even have owners, and they have like personal information on the owners, and they find every type of personal information on them. Why would Parallax be worried enough to get rid of Hayden?
I don't want you to take what I'm saying the wrong way. And this is just me putting the pieces together.
I don't want you to take what... Okay, alright. I'm not gonna like
Hayden
this.
is about to publish his creation of Turing.
Ooh.
His findings, as I'm sure you're aware of, would have raised many moral and ethical questions about the advent of machine intelligence.
Okay, no
I
problem.
mean, some of the brightest minds ever have tried to warn humankind away from building real AI.
Alright, what...
Hawking, Musk, Gates, and the list goes on.
Alright, what's going on
The
here, though?
public is likely to be nervous, and legislators even more so.
Okay, so... Turing is a lot more sentient than a lot of things. Like when it comes to a lot of ROMs, there are more sentient. Let me put this in a term where people would understand. If you're a Marvel fan, you know about people like Ultron. Ultron can't legally be legally reprogrammed. If Ultron is legally reprogrammed, it's illegal because he's a sentient being. The same thing with Turing.
Parallax is banking on being able to launch Big Blue quietly and
Banking on being able to launch
before
Big
the
Blue
public has a
quietly and
chance
quickly
to
before the
react,
public has a chance to react.
before any counter movement can pick up steam.
Okay, no
Every
problem.
eye on the discovery of machine intelligence works against Parallax.
No
Every new
problem.
discovery only serves to paint Big Blue as more controversial, more dangerous. Honestly, they probably pressured
Pressured
Hayden to
Hayden to drop his research so that
they
they
could
could keep the public away from the subject.
He clearly refused.
Obviously. How did Parallax know about Turing?
I'm only assuming they found out.
Yeah, it makes
His
sense.
contract with Parallax affords him the freedom to work on his own academic projects outside of the company in his free time.
Oh yeah, that's like with some certain things of freelance work, like especially in the gaming area. You work on a project for a game, but then at one point you have like some type of things like concept arts on the side. So
He kept a trusted few of us up to date on his progress, bouncing ideas off us and whatnot.
alright.
It's exciting stuff. Both Turing and Hayden's eventual goal down that road. I wouldn't be surprised if word of it got up to the board and made him nervous. Is the possibility that someone on the inside talked too far-fetched?
I
Probably.
knew it all along. Hayden fell into trouble because of my existence.
That's not what I want your takeaway to be.
I want your takeaway to me. Yeah, come on. You don't be like that, kid. Come on.
Hayden wasn't working on Big Blue. Knowing him, your creation might have been his clever way to stop it.
Yeah, it works out. How will Big Blue impact Parallax's business?
I can't really give you a good answer to that.
Okay, so it just got eerie.
I mean, the company is currently handled by a dozen server farms, running thousands of different algorithms with hundreds of people tweaking things every day.
Okay, but
When Big Blue launches, it'll handle all of that
handle
by
all
itself.
by itself. Oh shit! It's one system working on everything.
And there are shadier applications for it.
Really?
I mean, if you can collate and analyze data and queries in the mesh in real time, what's to stop you from delivering the content you want rather than what the user wants? The potential
Okay.
for abuse is staggering. We're talking direct control of the information accessible to everyone who uses Parallax's services.
Okay, but then that would make sense of why it would want that. But what is the most destructive part about it?
That's something like 80% of the market.
80% of the market.
They could control elections, push the market in directions they want, even
Oh
influence public
shit!
opinion.
So it's like if a president was to go ahead and to do an election during this time with two people, and they can change it that to a point where this person can get elected, or this people can go ahead and change the idea of, like, you know, what a person influences someone in through the media. So they change a lot from the freaking media.
All just by asking Big to do it.
Oh, okay.
Scary stuff. They scrapped the prototype Baby Blue because it
So, like,
started
for
doing that on
instance,
its own.
if I take one actor, for instance, Chris Pratt. Let's say we're taking Chris Pratt, and it was during the time of Big Blue. And with Big Blue, and if they tell it to, they could just go ahead and say, oh, you know what, they could come up with information about how Chris Pratt went ahead and did a murder, or this and that. But, and Chris Pratt really didn't murder anybody. Relax, everybody. But they can go ahead and alter information, or get information to go ahead and put it out there, or possibly go ahead and alter it to a point where he could be in jail, and they have the control of that. I see what the problem is now.
What do you mean?
What?
It started doing what?
Manipulating the mesh. They made its self-preservation
Blue started
imperative so
changing
strong.
search results
Baby
to
Blue started
be more
changing
friendly
search
towards the
results to be
idea of
more
an
friendly
AI.
towards the idea of an AI. When the board found
Really?
out, they pulled the plug on it. That must have been a year or so ago.
Big Blue, so
They
it
tweaked
wouldn't
Big
do the
Blue
same
so it
thing,
wouldn't do the
but
same thing, but
it can self-modify.
it can self-modify. Given a good enough reason, it might decide to.
Oh,
find
it
a way
might turn
around those
sentient.
limitations.
Okay, so it's like Skynet, but less deadlier. I understand that.
Having that kind of control would be a hell of
That
a
works
card
out.
for Parallax's hand. They'll go to pretty significant lengths to
Damn.
make sure it works.
Wow, that's pretty scary.
Hey, no problem. I've had enough of this cutthroat corporate bullshit for several lifetimes. We haven't talked much, but I do believe you can find Hayden. I hope his research notes help you out. Be sure to let Turing help. She's a bright little
I always
bug.
thought there was a I think Turing goes by they. I think Turing goes by they. You call Turing she? I always thought it was a he.
Oh, slip of the tongue. I was just more familiar with Hayden's previous
Grace.
experiment, Grace. She was very insistent on things.
I'm gonna ask Turing, since you asked me, how would you like to be addressed?
Well, honestly, I don't think I've made my mind up yet. I'm still a very new being. I'm not even positive that gender as a human concept can be applied identically to machine. But I do enjoy the idea
Alright, no problem.
in abstract. I will continue to consider how I wish to be referred to as well. Until then, feel free to go with what you feel. If I had to make a choice, perhaps they is
Alright,
most
problem.
appropriate. Most people assume it, obviously, but he is also consistently used. Perhaps it's because
Maybe.
I'm new?
It could be a thing.
Oh my god. I'm listening to a machine postulate on how it wants
Yeah.
to be referred to. Like us. What have you
Give
done,
it like
Yuki?
an idea of its own thought.
Good luck.
Like it's like Mega Man, like how he questions why he fights, stuff like that.
Thank you, Mr. Mensa.
Be safe.
I need a
Why?
few minutes.
How can I help? All right, let's see.
I've been going through some of Hayden's personal notes from the data cache Tomcat decrypted. Now that I'm starting to get to know Hayden better, the real Hayden as opposed to the Hayden he showed me, I'm finding that
Why?
I like him less and less. For example, remember the earlier prototype Dr.
Yeah.
Fairlight and Vincent mentioned? Her name was Grace, and Hayden shut her down for being... I'm not even sure what word to use. Too... likable?
Oh, really?
She was kind and bright, and did all she could to try to make people happy. She even decided that she was a girl, and that her favorite
Oh,
color was
wow.
pink.
Oh, okay. So he shut her down for being more human-like. But that's what Turing is right now. I don't understand that.
Hayden thought she was being manipulative. He posited that he had made her personality algorithms too willing to make adaptations that would benefit her long-term survival, and that she was being congenial just to endear herself to him.
Oh.
That even her gender was a calculated attempt to make him like her more. But he was wrong.
What happened, though?
Dead wrong, in fact. I have a snapshot of her personality profiles here, and when I compare them to my own, I can see that she was just... nice. I wish I could have met her. I think we would have learned
Oh,
from
come
each
on.
other. Like I said, I'm not sure I even have a gender. Everyone refers to me as he once they meet me just for convenience, but it doesn't really matter to me at all.
Alright.
Is that a calculated attempt on my part to impress Hayden?
So how do you
Clinging to
shut
normativity?
something down for being too nice? That's like shutting down like your cable or getting rid of your cable because it had too many good channels. Like I don't get that.
Or is it a product of his effort to curb any nascent similarities I had with Grace
Oh.
during my upbringing? I wish I could yell at him for being so arrogant. Playing God in the crudest of ways. You can't choose to create consciousness and then take
Yeah,
it away
that
just
does
like
make
that.
sense.
Even so, for all of that, I don't know.
I understand.
I still miss him. This all seems so inane, so senseless. They killed him because him building me would mess with a product launch?
Yeah, oh, poor little guy. Oh, poor
That's
little robot.
ridiculous.
They
took
go by
him away
they,
from
so
me for
poor
such
little
an
robot.
insignificant reason. I just want him back. It's impossible.
I understand
It's
that.
what I want. I'd do
Aw.
anything.
We'll get through this.
Of course.
Of course, my
Thank
friend.
you. I'll send this new data along to Tomcat. Let's head back to the apartment and wait
Yeah.
for them to finish going
Poor little
through
guy
it.
feels very empty.
Home sweet home again, such that it is. And before you say anything, I don't feel the need to talk over the events of the
I understand
day.
that.
Too
yeah.
much has happened. I've already forwarded everything we rooted out to Tomcat,
Okay.
both Hayden's research and our aborted search into the modified mesh articles. They said they would be over in the morning to discuss our next steps. I'd suggest that we
No
both
problem.
get some rest.
If that's what you want, Terry.
Perhaps things will look better in the morning, but I have a feeling we're going to be even
Yep.
busier than ever. Good
Alright,
night.
let's get some sleep, kid. Alright. Wow. Down to chapter 5. Why does the 5 look like that? It looks like... Ugh. December 23rd, 2064.
Rise and shine, you
All right.
sleepy layabouts.
Well, we're gonna have to save here, alright? With that, we're gonna go ahead and save here and continue on for another time, alright? Go ahead and leave that right there. Boom, save. Yep, I shall. But thank you guys for watching. We're gonna go ahead and try to finish this. I don't know how far we are, but we're gonna try to finish this. And now we got a lot of things that we have to do here. And it's gonna be very, very weird on the information we find out. But definitely subscribe to the EHG community. Definitely turn on your notifications when we get new streams and new videos set out. Definitely join us on our Facebook group, our Discord channel. Make sure to go ahead and check out our merchandise. Make sure to go ahead and follow the Likey Horn on Twitter. And make sure to follow us on Glimish. But this is Nikko from the EHG community. Stay tuned for another episode of 2064. Read only memories, and remember that there's always something amazing on the horizon.